Welcome to 21 Days of Prayer and Fasting. I call this day -2 because we're really still just preparing for our fast. And today we're going to look, I call it day -2. We're going to look at types of fast. Uh, Depending on your specific situation, you may not be able to fast certain things, but certainly you need to fast something. So let's talk by looking about food fasts. There are a few distinct types of food fasts that you can implement during your fast. Number one, a water only fast. Really, a water only fast is most restrictive, yet it is very possible for many people, especially during shorter or maybe less frequent fasting, like one meal a day or maybe one day out of seven. Uh, Water only fasts can be very possible in our lives. Okay. Or number two, liquid only fast. Well, what is that? Well, that's eliminating all solid foods, but including things like tea, herbal tea, hot milk and water. Some people used to call that Methodist tea. It's just hot water, and you put a little bit of milk in it, and it's still a beverage. Maybe vitamin water, maybe fruit juices, maybe vegetable juices, maybe clear broth, and things like that. That's called a liquid only fast. Number three, the Daniel fast. The Daniel fast was taken and adapted from Daniel chapter 1, verse 12, and Daniel 10, verse 3. And this fast is essentially a vegan fast or a vegetable fast that excludes also things like sweeteners, alcohol, any form of processed food. It's simply raw vegetables. Okay. One more type of food fast. There's the food group fast. A food group fast eliminates a certain group or type of food, such as all meats or all sweets. When we take part in a food group fast, we must be sure that is not physically or nutritionally motivated. Just like, oh, I'm just going to do this because it's going to reduce my weight or it's going to improve my health. No, you have to have a spiritual reason. Otherwise, it's not a real spiritual fast. Okay, there has to be a spiritual motivation, not just to eliminate certain foods. So, and again, except for legitimate medical concerns, a water only or a liquid only fast is usually the most profitable spiritually and physically. Okay, let's talk about frequency. You see, in addition to the different types of food fasts, we may choose to apply these fasts at different frequencies and lengths of time. Okay, number one, a full or partial day. If we fast all day, that's really 36 hours. If you go from supper one night to supper the next night, that's I'm sorry. If you fast all day, let's say it this way: if you fast all day, then really you fasted since the previous supper until the next breakfast. So it's really a 36-hour fast. If you fast just one meal, it's really a 12-hour fast. And if you fast just two meals, okay, if you fast breakfast and lunch and you only do supper, so the previous supper to that supper, that's really a 24-hour fast. So one meal is a 12-hour fast, two meals is a 24-hour fast, and three meals is a 36-hour fast, okay? Number two, there's consecutive days, okay? We could fast any number of consecutive days, such as maybe a 3-day fast is a good one to start with, or maybe a 5-day fast I found very effective, or even a 7-day fast, or even a 10-day fast, or so on. Okay. And depending what the issue is, or what the stronghold we're trying to break, different lengths fasts can be more effective. Okay, if it's a major stronghold, a 3-day fast may not be enough. Okay, see what I'm saying? So pray and see what you're trying to break and what would be an appropriate length of fast. And then we have something called the regular fast. We could fast the same day each week. Maybe every Monday we could fast, or maybe every Friday, or you choose a day, or a number of days each week for any number of weeks. The early Methodists, they actually fasted every Wednesday and Friday, twice a week. And latter Methodist ministers then started making every Friday their day of fasting. So you can set up a regular fast if you want. Now let's talk about comfort fasts. There are a number of non-food food fast that can also be described as comfort fast. For example, screen time fast. Screens include cell phone screens, tablet screens, laptop screens, computer monitor screens. And we could fast all types of screens for one day. Just say, today, I'm not looking at any screens. Or perhaps only have a planned 30 minutes of allowed screen time each day if you do have to keep in certain connection with certain people. Or you only allow screens at work, but not at home. See? So that's called a screen fast. Number two, there's a social media fast where it simply means avoiding all social media. Facebook, Messenger, WhatsApp, YouTube, TikTok, Periscope, you name it, so many social platforms, and you just fast them for a period of time. And I know a number of people have done this. They do a 3-day social media fast or longer. An entertainment fast. Entertainment fast could include all television, movies, video games, board games, entertainment reading even, and whatever else we tend to fill our free time with. And just say, I'm going to do an entertainment fast. Just going to read my Bible or whatever, okay? A sports and leisure fast. Could include just avoiding, like just stopping sports or physical activities that are done maybe competitively or maybe even for leisure time. Just say, for the next week, I'm not going to do any of my normal sports. I'm going to just focus on the Lord. Then we have sweet fasts, okay? Sweet fasts. I'm sorry, I missed that there. There it is, sweet fasts. Sweet fast just means candy, desserts, might be smart, soft drinks, all sugary foods. Just have a sweet fast for a period of time. Number 6 is news fast. News fast could involve all media of any type, such as news feeds, radio, television, print news. You just take a complete media fast, which could be wise for a number of people that get really bothered by the news every day. So you just take a news fast. Also, there's a visual violence fast where, watching any type of violent movie, whether violence in movies or even in the news media, on television, anything violent, just walk out of the room. I have a friend that just stopped watching war movies at all because the amount of violence in them. He just said, I'm not going to watch that anymore. And that he's taken a permanent fast from violent movies. Maybe that's a wise thing for all of us. Sexual intimacy fast. In 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 5, the Bible encourages periodic abstinence between married couples so that they can be more devoted in their prayer time. So you may say, you know what, I'm fasting sexual involvement for the next 7 days while I focus on the Lord Jesus. Permanent fasts. Permanent fasts, some comforts we may discover we're just content without them in our lives after the fast, and maybe we're even more satisfied without them, or at least with less of them. So, this is one of the long-term benefits of fasting. Not only does it drive us towards Jesus during the fast, but it also can help us to lead a more healthy, a more pure life over time. And so we say, you know what, I'm not going back to that type of involvement, activity, food group, or whatever. Okay, some of the comforts we fasted, we go, you know what? Not only did I not miss them, I feel so much better. You may take a caffeine fast and at the end of it say, you know what? I feel so much better. I'm never going back to caffeine. And then we have damaging habit fast. Now, we focus for a period of time to step away from any sinful or negative practices and habits. But however, I should clarify that the purpose of this type of fast is to eventually just experience a breakthrough and step away from those things permanently. You don't want to ever go back. I'm going to fast pornography for a month. Well, no, try breaking through it and never go back. So fast it, but then never go back. Okay, and you may find that you have the breakthrough to just walk away permanently with no intention of ever returning again. Okay, so all of these fasts are valid types of fasts. But again, understand the focus is not just to eliminate something, it's to drive you towards Jesus. So I would encourage you to maybe combine a few of these different types of fasts together, such as maybe a water only fast with and also an entertainment fast, maybe a visual violence fast, maybe, and maybe more. Okay, so experiment, but choose your fast in advance, stick with it, and see the breakthrough. Okay, so see you tomorrow for another episode of 21 Days of Prayer and Fasting.